What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Baseball Daily. My name's CJ. We're going to be talking about two of the relievers that haven't been signed yet. These are big key free agent relievers. It's Adam Ottavino and Craig Kimbrel. So let's get talking about them right now. All right, so the first guy we'll talk about is Craig Kimbrel. Honestly, one of the best relief pitchers in the big leagues ever since he's been called up. He's got a career 1.91 ERA, and that's really, really good. Last year, he had 42 saves in 2018. And that's really big for a relief pitcher. That's a closer. He's been one of the best closers in the big leagues for a while now. Everybody knows that. There's only a few teams that are actually interested in him. Relief pitching market right now for free agents really, really sucks, and I feel bad for those guys that are really good. So all the good guys are getting locked up right now, and it's kind of just trickling down. So I expect to see him sign pretty shortly, but honestly, the market for him is really, really small. He's been a trade piece before. He's also been a free agent, so he's had to deal with this. But there are only a couple of teams that are actually interested in him. That would be the team that he came up with, the Atlanta Braves and the Boston Red Sox. Honestly, if I was to say where he would lean towards more, that'd be the Red Sox. The Atlanta Braves would be a good piece for him, though, just because they really do need a lockdown closer, which they don't have. They had one guy last year with only 16 saves on the season. That was their closer. So to have a guy that come in, 42 saves on a year, the Braves did win the NL East last year. So, to lock that down could help them move on further in the playoffs than they did last year too. So to have him on their roster would be a good move. But honestly, I lean more towards seeing him go back to the Red Sox. They're going to be able to give him more money, and that's just what he's looking for. And I'm sure he wants something like a 3 or 4 year deal. I'm sure he's trying to push like 5 years. I don't know. I forget how old he is, but that's something not unrealistic for something that he wants. But for a relief pitcher, that's not really what you're going to get. So if he could be happy with 2 or 3 years, then I think he should take that and just go with it, because that relief market's really, really small right now. So we'll see how it goes, but I expect to see him more with the Red Sox than I would anywhere else. So it'll be interesting to see. The Red Sox do need that because they're losing some pieces. They've gained some pieces back, but Joe Kelly went to the Dodgers, so that was a big piece in their playoff run. I mean, it wasn't really that great during the regular season, but that was a big piece, and playoffs is what it's about. The Red Sox expect to be there every year, so to not have those relief pitchers might be an issue. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, I expect to see him go with the Red Sox. All right, let's move on to Adam Ottavino. Ottavino has quietly become, honestly, one of the most dominant relief pitchers in the game right now. 33 years old, so he's a little bit up there in terms of age, but honestly, his stuff is absolutely filthy. He's a mid to high 90s fastball, but his slider, that's the biggest thing. I'm talking Chris Sale, but from the right-hand side, and I'm talking 3 or 4, 3 feet movement for sure. I mean, like, it's crazy how much that thing moves. It's probably one of the most nastiest sliders I've ever seen in person before. It is crazy. Teams need to lock him down pretty shortly. He's been doing some workouts for like a showcase. He did a showcase recently for a bunch of teams. So a lot of teams are interested in him. He is a New Yorker, so right now the rumors are that the Yankees are going to be that #1 pick for him personally, and the Yankees are really interested in him too. So we'll see what happens. Honestly, it's going to be coming down in the next couple of days for sure. To see him sign. The Yankees are making moves right now. I'm sure they want to lock up everything before they make a move for either Manny Machado or Bryce Harper. So they're trying to, have that trickle down effect where they're just knocking out players right now for other slots before they figure out how they're going to make some moves for a bigger piece that they might try and go for. But yeah, like I said, he is a New Yorker, so I assume he's going to lean more towards New York than any other team. I haven't really heard really recently of any other teams that are interested in him besides the Yankees. Like I said, he did do a showcase, and there were a bunch of teams there, but the Yankees are really the front runners for him. And that would be his personal opinion too. Like I said, he was born in New York. But yeah, maybe he's probably going to get like a 2-3 year deal from the Yankees for sure. But I wouldn't say more than $10 to $15 million over those years. But he could end up retiring in New York. That'd be awesome for him. You know, you finish off your career in your hometown, pitching in front of your family and friends that you grew up with. That would be awesome and really appealing to some guys. So that it could be a big factor for him. But yeah, like I said, that slider is ridiculous. So I mean, if you lock him up, you get a solid relief pitcher. He can be used in the 8th or 9th inning. He's just one of those guys that's very versatile. But you know, 33 is going to be that big, that you know, his biggest hurdle being that out there in age. But you know, he's still a really good relief pitcher, and it hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down. You know, he looks fit. He's been doing stuff on MLB TV and stuff like that as a commentator. So, you know, he looks fit. It looks like he's keeping in shape. So I expect to see him sign in the next couple of days. Literally, it's very realistically that he'll be signing pretty shortly. So we'll see what happens. Honestly, those are my 2 biggest free agents of the year right there. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are thinking. You know, would you take Kimbrel over Ottavino or vice versa? I mean, like, Ottavino is probably my pick, but Kimbrel's a little younger, and you know it's up to the close. But let me know in the comments below what you guys would prefer. What sort of contract you would give either of those guys, and you know, let's talk about it. Thanks for checking out the video, guys, and we'll see you next time.